Hello. So, this is my first video. Well, it's supposed to be my first video. I've recorded videos before, but I don't know if those will ever reach the light of day. Maybe. But I had an idea to make a vlog channel for a while now, and I didn't know what kind of content I wanted to make. Like, I mean, I kind of just want it to be a vlog channel. I don't want it to be anything like special. I just a place for me to, what was that? It's just a place for me to talk, to vlog my life. And there's a lot of things happening in my life. I know I look so boring right now, but I'm sleeping on the floor. Well, my mattress is on the floor. I'm moving like a whole Mac screen. I'm recording on a Mac using the face cam. It's actually really funny. I'm like literally on the ground. I'll show you. I'm like literally on the ground. Wait, can this focus? Hello? Let me just... is my screen too bright or something? Like, I'm on the ground. Like, the Mac is on the ground. And I covered my armpits so that you don't have to see. Actually, I mean, it's just hyperpigmentation, honestly. Like, shaving doesn't even do anything. Because that's, when you're a fat bitch, that's one of your many struggles, apart from the biggest one, which is being fat. But, I don't really know what I'm going to make this channel about. Get my phone, shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Shut up, just shut up. Shh. It's already on silent. Oh, it's because I'm not on D&D. Okay, so I just wanted to make a vlog channel because, I don't know, there's a lot of things that's happening in my life at once, and I think it would be great, like, for me to look back on it. I don't know if this will ever be, like, content focused. Like, this channel will just be uploading whenever the fuck I feel like it. And I just realized I probably have to, like, censor when I say bad words. Oh no, you only need to do that when you're monetized, right? Oh, well, I guess I don't have to really give a shit then. But, let me take you through some of the things that's happening in my life. So, today is the 26th of September. And on the 29th, I will be starting to pay rent for my new apartment. So right now I live in Auckland. I'm in Auckland right now. And I won't be moving. I'll be moving to Palmerston North in October, so next month. And oh my god, I probably should have mentioned, because I don't know who the fuck's watching this. You're probably American or something, or from another country. I don't know if you're a New Zealander, but I'm in New Zealand. I'm from New Zealand. I live in Auckland right now. I'm in Auckland, and I'm gonna move to Palmy. A lot of people from Palmy think that it's boring and they want to move here. But I mean, like, I understand that, but I guess humans are stuck in a perpetual desire to want something they don't have. So, you know, those that come from the fucking sticks would want to be in the city, and those in the city would want to go back to the sticks. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I've been in the city my whole life. I've been a city girl my whole life. I was born in the city, raised in the city. And, you know, it's great. It's so accessible. You know, there's lots of things you can do. Yeah, that's great, but I just kind of want to chill. You know, I've never been one to really go out anyway, which I guess is kind of sad, because everything is right there, but I'm such a homebody. But you can't really help, you know, the way you are. Or I get, you know, you can. Don't, I'm not gonna make excuses, but what I want is to just live a peaceful, you know, peaceful life. And yeah, but the biggest hurdles right now is, number one, a job. I need a job. And right now I work at KFC. Slang. $24.50. Yep. $24.50. But I work at KFC here in Auckland, and I'm trying to organize a transfer from Auckland to Mahami. I guess it's like one of the good things about working at like a franchise is that like if there's another store in another spot, you could just transfer there. I mean, it's more complicated than that, but I'm kind of just waiting for that to happen. My manager hasn't texted me yet, so I don't know. But there's that, and also my apartment. I'm gonna be full transparency with you guys. Right now, I'm working part-time, and I'm also on the benefit. So, you know, I'm not ashamed. Like, I don't really care. You know, we all start from somewhere. And you know what? At least I got a job. Okay, I'm trying. But if you're wondering why I'm not full-time, it's because, well, do you really expect me to work at KFC full-time when I'm moving somewhere else? Well, even when I'm there, to be fair, I don't even know if there are full-time hours there. I think it just really depends, because when I applied for my current job, I asked for full-time and they didn't have it available. They only had part-time hours available for me. So I've stuck to the same hours that they gave me when I was hired. And I guess when I moved to Palmy, I could probably talk to them about what hours they would want me, but they did say that they don't have any full-time available. So a bitch is trying, okay? A bitch is trying, but it is what it is. So the biggest hurdle right now is that for the next 2 weeks, I'm still staying in my current place and I pay board. But my tenancy starts for my apartment next week. So, you know, moving from point A to point B is one thing. We're just waiting on everything to kind of stick together. Oh, not stick together. Like, waiting for things to fall into place. I have to buy the moving van. Oh, and I should mention, it's not just me that's moving. I'm moving to a new city. I'm moving to a new city with my friends. We already live in the same house. I live in the same house as my best friend, and this is her family home. And we're all moving out. She's lived in this house her whole life. Like, this room that I'm in was her old bedroom. Which is actually really funny. Like, can you imagine being like, oh yeah, I've stayed in my best friend's old bedroom? Like, it's actually really funny. But, I used to, like, sleep over at our house back when we were younger in this exact room. And it's really sad and hard to think about how time flies. And it'll only continue to fly as we get older. Like, I never understood why older people say that time goes faster when you're older, but oh my gosh, does it go faster? Yes. The days just go by. I can't imagine being, like, an elderly person, but a day probably feels like an hour. It really just goes by, whether you like it or not. And it's scary. It's scary shit, but I guess the cool thing about it is that you're not alone, because everyone is simultaneously living at the same time. We are all bound to the same clock. So, you know, as lonely as we might want to believe we feel, we're really not. Like, in reality, we're not. But I guess it's really hard to stay grounded in reality when, like, your brain is telling you otherwise. Like, you really are your brain's slave. Well, you are your brain. And your brain makes shit up. And you kind of just have to sit there and be like, bro, can you, like, shut up? At least for me, yeah. But I'm really excited for, you know, to move. I think, you know, once I move, I want to make this vlog channel about becoming a full, you know, independent adult. Because until this point, I've always boarded with other people. I'm 21, so I moved out of of my caregiver's home at 19. It's a really complicated story, but maybe I'll make an explanation video maybe sometime in the future, or I'll just talk about it whenever I feel like it. But I aged out of the system. Like, I was with Oranga Tamariki. If you don't know what that is because you're American, it's basically your version of CPS, where you're uplifted from your parents and you're put with caregivers. That's what happened to me. I think I was in care from the ages of 7 to... I aged out. Until I aged out, I never went back to my parents. Well, not entirely. I was there from the age of 7 to 19, and then my mom and my sister lived together. Well, they didn't live together. They lived in apartments next to each other. And, I mean, that's pretty cool, right? And I stayed with them. I boarded with them. And then after that, shit went sour, and I moved in with my best friend and her family, and then we decided that we're gonna move to Palmy because my bestie was offered a place by her sister that's already living there, and her sister's so cool. Like, oh my gosh, her sister, a big shout out to her sister, because she's organized so much for me. Like, she went to the apartments and looked at them for me. Like, she went to the what are they called again? The apartment viewings. She went, and she's going to pick up my apartment keys. She just finished messaging me about potential fridges that I could buy. Like, she's really kind, and things would not have gone as smoothly without her. I would have been a headless chicken. But honestly, the biggest thing that I was worried about was rent and bond. But luckily, WINS came into play. I don't know what WINS would be called to people outside of New Zealand. So if you're New Zealand, like, if you know, you know. But I wanted to make this channel about becoming an adult. I mean, I am an adult. I'm 21 there, but you know, becoming independent, getting your own place, learning how to do shit on your own. And the thing is that I really won't have to do anything on my own because I'm constantly surrounded by my friends and her family that are inadvertently my family. Like, I consider them my family, and I will never be alone. Not even down there. Even if I wanted to be alone, they wouldn't let me be, which is good because being lonely is not good for you. At least not all the time. You know, and like I said, I'm a homebody. Most of the time, I either am at work or I'm at home. And I want to change that, you know? I want to, like, go outside and touch fucking grass because I think that's good for me. But, we'll see what happens. And also, let's address the elephant in the room. The biggest thing I was thinking of is that when you don't live in a densely populated city, it kind of makes you, you know, there's a sense of community in smaller towns, and I feel like for me, it'll push me to go outside more because I can't, I mean, they do have Uber down there. It's not like it's the fucking, like, middle of nowhere. But, you know, I will have to go out and get my own groceries and go to the supermarket and go to farmers markets and, you know, go to op shops to look for furniture. And all of that I will try and vlog for you guys. You guys, this is my first video and I'm already saying you guys as if there's people watching this. But, like, more for me, like, to archive the haps, like, what the fuck I'm gonna be doing. And also, because of all the walking and because of the quality of food that I will be buying, hopefully I will go from this You know what I mean? And I think it's about fucking time, because I've been fat my whole life and I've been doing jack shit about it. And that is my fault. But, I mean, like, I've never really felt the need to be skinny for me. I don't really care. Like, me personally, I don't really care. I feel like I only want to be skinny so that people will leave me the fuck alone about it. Like, so it's just to shut people up. But maybe instead of trying to shut people up, I should just tune it out. You know? Maybe I should just figure out what the fuck I want. Because at the end of the day, you know, this is my life. This is my life. And I'm the only one that has to live it. So maybe I should just make this as comfortable as possible. And you should too. At the end of the day, like, the decisions you make and stuff, like, it's good to consider how other people feel, you know, and, you know, how your family feels and all that. But at the end of the day, the consequence of your decisions will be on you. Like, so if you're gonna, like, do something because someone told you to, and then you end up being unhappy because of it, well, then what the fuck did you expect to happen? That's why you do what you want to do, because you will be happy. You know, but when you do what someone else tells you to do, there's no guarantee. But regardless of the guarantee, and regardless of the consequence, you'll have to take it. So, I mean, like, you might as well just do what you want. You know, we only live once, guys. I'm 21. How many more years on this planet do I have left? And how many more years on this planet will I have to give a fuck about being fat, right? Like, just fucking... who cares? Well, okay, no, it's not that easy. And sometimes I do care. Some days I really hate looking at myself. But I feel like everyone does that. Like, even the prettiest people you know will be like, oh, I really don't like how I look. Like, it's just a part of the human experience. Like, no one is ever content. Because we are pushed to always want more. And that's not always a bad thing until it is. Because too much of a good thing is always a bad thing. Which actually is fucked up, because too much of a bad thing is still a bad thing. So, like, everything in moderation. Even overthinking, you know. I always consider, like, too much of something to be something that is in some way addictive. Like, even overthinking can be addictive in a way. That's why you keep doing it. If you keep doing something, you must be addicted to it in some capacity, right? Like, you must be either comfortable with how it makes you feel, because you don't know how to think any different. That's all it really is. And it's like, no, you know, some people are like, I don't want to be miserable. And it's like, okay, then why do you keep thinking about the shit you do instead of trying to push further, beyond? You know, where's the indomitable human spirit? You know, well, to be fair, sometimes I wake up and I'm like wanting to die, and I think about suicide at least once a day. Not because I'm depressed, but because I'm lazy. And it's an easy escape from paying rent. That's not a good thing. Don't do that. Or do. I'm not your dad. But, I have a lot going on. I say as I'm lying in bed at like 2 p.m. Wait, what time even is it? 2 p.m. she reckons. 2 p.m. she reckons. It's literally 4 o'clock. I haven't done shit today. Well, it is my day off, so I'm not gonna be too rough on myself. And I mean, I'm gonna say, oh, I didn't do much today, and then I'm gonna continue to do not much today. So, I mean, what's the fucking use about being sad about it? But I'm actually kind of glad, because I just turned on the camera and decided to start yapping. And I think that will be the essence of this channel, is that I will just turn on the camera and yap. And that's it. And if you like it, then you like it. And if you don't, you don't. But at the end of the day, like, this is more for, like, me and archival purposes. It'd be good to look back on, like, time really does go by. So regardless of where this video will lead, it will become evidence of today. Does that make sense? But, yeah. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I mean, if I do, I guess I'll just start recording again. And then I'll probably, like, string together some videos. I've been talking for 20 minutes. Jesus. Alright, well, let me wrap it up. Have a good night, everybody. See ya!